Yeah, welcome to Easy Learning tutorial class on YouTube. What we have today is simplification on indices expression, and it says simplify 8 raised to power n plus 2 minus 6 into 2 raised to power n plus 1 all raised to power 3 all over 2 raised to power n times 4n plus what 2. No need, let's go to the solution, because what we are here is to provide solution. We say solution. Whenever this type of question is given to you, let me write it down first. Let me write it down first so that I'll give you the simplest way of doing this. The simplest way of doing this question, and therefore n plus 2. I said whenever this kind of question is given to you, this is expression to simplify. The first thing that will come into your mind is to reduce each base to its lowest base. Each base to its lowest base. Look at this man, is in base 8, this is base 2. We have to reduce it to its lowest base. This man is at its lowest base, this man is at its lowest base. So I will have this to be what? 2 raised to power 3 is same thing as that 8 here. I have reduced it to its what? Lowest base. Then minus 6 into 2 raised to power n plus 1 all raised to power 3 all over, and this will give me 2 raised to power n times 4. This will have to be what? 2 raised to power 2 close, and that give me n plus what? 2. I have reduced each of these to its lowest base. My journey starts. I have equals to, this will be 2 into 3 into n plus 2. You remember? This, I can write this like this. Minus 6 into, opening the bracket on this, I will have 2 n times 3 plus 3. Somebody will ask, how did I get this? Someone will begin to ask, how did this man get this? And you remember what we say, a raised to power m into n is equals to a raised to power m times what? N. What does it mean? That when I have a value raised to power anything in a bracket, which we call power law, if I open it up, this must what? Times the whole power in that place. For instance, if I have a n times b m all raised to power what? X. What it means, if I open this bracket, I will have a raised to power n times x times b raised to power m times what? X. Have you seen it? The power will multiply themselves. It will multiply this power, multiply this power. That's what I did here. The power law. Remember it? When I open this bracket, this 3 will times this power is holding in its head, which is 3 times 1. Watch it. 3 times 1, 3 times 1 will give me what? 3. 3 times n will give me n times 3. Is it clear? I think you're okay. By what I explained here, you have gotten it right. So let's move. Let's move. That's the power law. Note it today, when you open bracket of power, it will multiply each power as it's holding on its head. Then now, coming here, I will have 2 raised to power n times 2 into n plus what? 2. You know where I am? Look at here. So what next? I want to say that this man is same thing as 2 raised to power 3n plus what? 4. You remember what I did here? 3, open the bracket, 3 times n will give me 3n. 3 times 2 will give me what? 6, I mean to say. This is 6, sorry. 3 times 2 will give me 6 minus, opening the bracket, I will have this 2 raised to power 3n plus what? 3, close the bracket, all over. That will give me 2n times 2 raised to power 2n plus what? 4. How did I get it? 2 times n will give me 2n. 2 times 2 will give me what? 4. Can we come over here to finish it? I'm coming here to say this is something as 2 raised to power 3n times 2 raised to power 6 minus 6 into 2 raised to power 3n times 2 raised to power 3. And all over 2 raised to power n times 2 raised to power 2n times 2 raised to power 4. Somebody will ask, how this man get this? Come back to this. Look at what we are translating. Can you see what we are translating over here? Look up here. Look at what we are translating. This man here, look at it. You remember our law, a raised to power n plus m can be expanded by saying a raised to power n times a raised to power m. You remember? It can be expanded. This man can be expanded. Therefore, this man now, which is 3 raised to power boom, which is what 2 raised to power what 3 n plus what 6 is same thing as what 2 raised to power 3n times 2 raised to power what 6. That's what I did here. Look at it. This n is 3n. This m is what 6. Then I expanded. That's what I did here. The same thing I do here. I did the same thing here by expanding this and now what we are seeing over here. I did the same thing over here. The same thing. So using what we call what? Product what? Law. This is the product law of indices. Then this is product law of indices. I know you are not confused over that. Yeah? That's the product law. And that's what I did on this one. Did it here, the same that product law. Then now I look at this equation. What is common here? This is equals to. What is common here? I can see these two families. Can we watch it? This is one family, whole by multiplication. Look at another family, whole by multiplication. Look at what differentiates the two families, which is minus. Are you getting what I'm saying? So in this family, I can see 2 raised to power 3n. Good. In this family, I can as well see 2 raised to power 3n. That means 2 raised to power 3n is common to this family and this family. Remember what I said? This is a family now, whole by multiplication. Look at another family, whole by multiplication. You know that whatever that is whole by multiplication is one value, is a family. Then plus and minus is what you use to differentiate a family. Good. So since this man is common to this family, I can bring it out. Let me put it here. I can bring it out by saying 2 raised to power 3n, which you are common. I open the brackets. As I open the brackets, what will remain when this man have left here? It will be 2 raised to power 6. Then minus 6. What will remain here when this man have left here? It will be 2 raised to power 3 plus. And I'll close the bracket all over. What happened here down here? I see that this man over here is the same thing as 2 raised to power n plus what? 2n times what? 2 raised to power 4. Do you agree with me? This man here is 2 raised to power n times 2 raised to power 2n. You remember our power law here. Come over here again. This man raised to power n times a raised to power m can be what? Added up, right? That's what I did here. This time, they are the same base. Are they of the same base? Yes. Are they multiplying themselves? Yes. Add their power. That's what I did here. Are they of the same base? Yes. These two things, are they of the same base? Yes. Are they multiplying themselves? Yes. Add their power. That's what I did here. And that will go over here to be what? 2 raised to power 3n. In my bracket, I have 2 raised to power 6 minus 6 into 2 raised to power 3. And I'll close the brackets all over. 2 raised to power 3n times 2 raised to power 4. Do you agree with me? This plus this will give me 3n. This cannot kill this. This can cancel this. And I will have in my here, I will have 2 raised to power 6 minus 6 times 2 raised to power 3 all over 2 raised to power 4. You remember? This man is what I expressed here. And this will be equals to 2 raised to power 6 is 64. 2 raised to power 6. 2 raised to power 6 is 64. You know what it means? It means 2 raised to power 6 means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 into 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can use your calculator and punch them and you will have it over there. Then, now, minus 6 times 2 raised to power 3 is 8. All over. 2 raised to power 4 is 16. Then, we are going to have this to be equals to 64 minus 8 times 6. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 plus 24 will give me 48. 48. 8 times 3 will give me 48. Are you following me? Good. Divide by 16. And this man minus this. 64 minus 48. Can somebody do that? Look at 64 minus 48. That will give me, carry on here, give me 14, give me what? 6, 1. That means 16. All over what? 16. 64 minus 48 will give me 16. This divide this will give me 1. That means my answer is what? 1. That's the answer to this question. This question, the answer is what? 1. When we simplify this question, we are going to have 1 as our answer. I believe this is clear to you, clear to understand it. So you can do that whenever you are given a in this expression to simplify, I have to reduce the basis to the lowest base. That's the fact here. And that's what you do whenever that is given to you. If you love what we're doing in this channel, subscribe. Subscription is free so that you will be notified whenever we post a new lesson. Share to your friends and comment, share to your friends. Thank you. And this is what I have for you today. Thank you.